paradise. Covering the Golden Triangle, Hilton Head, Bluffton, and Beaufort. Your hosts, Alan Flowers, king hot local issues and taking your calls as they keep the Lowcountry entertained and informed. Listen at www.talkoneradio.com and call 843-800-1492. Don't be left out in the marsh. Find your voice on the Lowcountry's finest talk radio. And now, here's Big Al.
All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Al Flowers. I'm joined by Brad Storm in the co-pilot seat.
Hey. How's it going?
And we're doing great, my friend. It's 70, I was going to say 77 degrees. I wish it was. It's 88 right now.
Yeah.
Rain tomorrow, Wednesday. Take the galoshes and the umbrella with you.
The galoshes?
So, big, long weekend. I loved it. It was great. I had a great time. We got a great show for tonight. Also, Maria Walls is going to be joining us. It's going to be interesting to talk to her.
Interesting indeed. I'm looking forward to it.
What'd you do over the weekend, man?
What did I do over the weekend? I had some really exciting times. I mean, I did some yard work. That was really exciting. Went out there at 2:00 Saturday. It was probably about 90 degrees. It was good for me though. Yeah, I had to.
It's always good for the soul.
Had to do that, and my daughter came back from a week-long visit to Georgia, so I got to hang out with her and see her and see all the things that she told me, all the things that she did while she was at the lake. And, it's good. It's good.
Right.
Not too much exciting, though.
Yeah, I didn't do anything that's overwhelming, but some work on the station. And we get the numbers for last week. We're over 250,000 now nationwide listening to us.
I got to go now. I'm nervous.
Which is really good. And we're approaching 200,000 on God Country and Family TV. So we're having some good time. We're getting some static. I don't know what that's from.
I think that's from all the listeners listening in.
Yeah, it's the FBI monitoring this conservative radio station. This just in from the Savannah mayor. He reissues the mask mandate effective today.
Where's that at?
Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, great.
Here we go once again. I'm not a big fan of this being yacked around like this with.
With you get the vaccine now. I mean, we figured we could go out there without the masks on. I mean,
right.
The big concern with me is children in school. I mean, my kid's going back to school, and I hope that she doesn't have to wear a mask every day. And
well,
it's just not normal.
The young people are the least affected by this. I don't know what.
Well, young people are resilient too. I mean, they bounce back from illness, and they're fast to recuperate. So
we're not even considering the psychological problems that we're going to deal with kids that are locked down, devoid of all social activity.
If things get locked down again, it's going to be trouble.
Yeah, well, I think people are going to just say no, thank you. And,
we got to live. We got to survive. I mean, you got to work.
Right.
Most people have to leave their house to work.
I would say that this would be the straw that broke the camel's back for most small businesses around town. Yeah,
the payouts, you can't keep giving payouts to us, and it doesn't work. I mean, even with the Children Act and everything like that, I mean, this money, we're going to have to pay for it somehow. And
our kids are,
let's people go back to work, we're having a hard time, getting staff at the Burger King down the road in Hilton Head.
Right.
There's a lot of issues with people wanting to go back to work because they're getting money.
Yeah, I don't know
how they can survive on that money, but that's just me.
I hear you loud and clear. Well, I mean, that's all we hear from the administration today is that we're going to have, the reason why these people aren't going back to work is not because they're lazy or they're getting big paychecks every 2 weeks from unemployment.
What is it?
Is that employers should start paying them more, incentivize them with more money. I need someone pushing a broom in my mom and pop business and pay the kid $17 an hour.
I think I made $7.50 as a janitor when I was in high school. I would clean up the school after when school was out. Not to say that's not that hard of a job. I mean,
these McDonald's jobs are not career conditional employment opportunities.
Well, they're turning into that, though. A lot of people are, applying for these jobs and
Right.
thinking that's going to be, taking care of their family, which,
it's the Biden administration's aim low policy. Aim low.
They're just going to replace them with computers.
Well, yeah, they do.
You go to Dublin on Highway 16, you go to the McDonald's over there, everything's computerized.
Is that right?
Pretty much. Yeah, they got maybe 2 people in the back. Yeah. They got a cook and somebody, ringing everybody up, but most of it's computerized. So.
Wow. What do you got to reach? Is it like a conveyor belt?
No, you just go in. There's a big, huge tablet, and you order. Beep, 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 beep. Order it the way you want. You get it right too. Your way, right away. Burger King, right? So, yeah, it's the future.
Oh wow!
Look at Walmart. There's only one checkout lane. Everything else is self checkout.
I heard a rumor last week, as a matter of fact, and they were talking about Walmart is going cashless now. You can't use cash at Walmart.
That's not going to be good. There's a lot of people that still carry cash.
I mean, not too many people carry cash today. I don't carry a bundle of cash. I got a debit card. And
well, I saw there was a Hispanic family that had 2 carts of groceries, 2 full carts the other day. They went through the self-checkout. I said, wow, props to them, first of all, because they had scanned like 100 items, I think, and they only had cash. Right. I mean, so there are people that do have cash.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to be a problem for some. Yeah.
Well,
but, it's like Bacon Diner. They only take cash.
Yeah.
And a lot of people probably don't go there all the time because, like you said, everybody carries a debit card or a credit card. Right. That's my case. I don't really carry cash around. So
I'm going to ask Maria about that.
Yeah, do it.
What's the benefit,
right.
of carrying, going on all cash and no credit card? I mean, other than the fees that you have to support. Here's some more information about this insanity in Savannah. Let me see. The notes are many here. The mandate requires everyone, regardless of COVID-19 status, to wear a mask indoors when not with your immediate family. The mandate is in effect in city government facilities, including childhood facilities, hospitals, transportation, including the guided tours. Oh, that's going to be a big hit with people coming in to Savannah with their trolley tours. He's asking the Savannah Chatham public school system and private schools to consider requiring masks for the upcoming school year. Here we go. At this time, the school district says masks will remain optional whether they return, when they return in about a week. So
optional.
Well, hold the line, school district. Hold the line, please. These mask mandates are knee-jerk reactions to these this lambda, Delta variant. You name it.
Yeah. What's next? What's the new one? Is there a new one?
I don't know. Try Delta or something. It's the right Animal House stuff.
That was the Revenge of the Nerds, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's right. Revenge of the Nerds, bro.
Hey, Groovy's too, a new restaurant right in the plantation around here. Just had a soft opening this weekend and it was a great success. That's Groovy, Grooby, apostrophe S2, TOO. It's a new deli that just opened where Ziegler's and Sebastian's was. Stacy is just opening that up. It's going to open officially July 30th. So.
Okay, so the Groovy's one is over on Hilton Head Island, right?
Yeah, but they're not related.
Okay, they're not related. Okay, it's not like Cheap Seats 1 and 2.
No.
Okay.
So I'm really pulling for Stacy. I hope she does well. She came in, did a real nice interview with us
nice.
about her business. Yeah, and I mean, hard worker. Her and her partner were busting her tail trying to get this thing ready. The biggest thing that they were fighting, of course, is trying to get people to work.
Oh yeah.
So I mean that caused a problem. But other than that, they're ready, willing, and able. So head on over to Groovy's too, please. Support local business.
Definitely.
I see that Ian Duncan just moved his equipment out of the Grind Roasters and is opening up his roasting operation in a bigger wholesale type place.
So they're not open anymore?
Yeah, they're open over there still.
Okay.
They will still be, cooking the coffee for you.
All right.
And you'll still have the continued full service from the Grind Roasters right behind British Open Pub.
Just kind of expanding.
Yeah, he needed more room to,
to grow.
cook the coffee, man.
Yeah.
He's just too small of a place. But
right on. Good for him.
We're really excited for him.
He's bounced back from what happened.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, with his break-in, I think he recovered smartly. But, again, it's petty crime. Doesn't go reported real heavily around here. But folks, you got to be aware. People are pulling door handles on your car through the parking lots. Be aware. I just had a conversation with a doctor this evening before we went on air. She lives in a gated community. Somehow these people are getting passes into the community using her name and showing up in her driveway.
Wow.
She does not know who they are. It's not anywhere near here, thankfully. But I mean, it still speaks to the need to take care of your own security these days. I told her to call police immediately, and discuss with them what's happening. Talk to a deputy on a non-emergency number. But you have to take care of yourself. Do not let these things just pass you by. They can escalate into something very dangerous very quickly.
Yeah, even with a gated community, you need to lock your doors in your car. You need to, lock the doors in your house. This is not Little House on the Prairie. So
no, people are lulled. I live in Sun City, and I'll tell you, people are lulled into the sense of, I just leave the keys in the car.
Oh, what?
I just, I go play tennis.
I come from Atlanta. We didn't do that.
No, if you lived anywhere with a city around you just understand that you can't do that because it's death. I mean, you're going to lose stuff that are near and dear to you.
Don't keep your weapons in your car either.
Yeah, take them with you. When I was in New York, I worked for the IRS, so I got plenty of death threats because collecting money for the government is not you're not real popular.
There's no parade for you, right?
Yeah, nobody's glad to see you. So a lot of people were, wanting a piece of my behind. And so I decided I needed to carry concealed. And in New York, it was very strict, super strict. I had to go before a judge. And the judge just looked at me, said, son, he said, and I was pretty young at the time, mid-20s. He goes, let me just tell you one thing. If you ever leave that gun in your car and your car's stolen and that gun's used for a crime, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
I said, yes, sir. And I would never leave the gun in a car ever.
We had a neighbor, his gun was taken right out of his car.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No, it's not good because, the last thing you'd want to do is have that used in a murder or something like that. I mean, that would be sick to my stomach if that happened.
Yeah.
But
be responsible. That's all.
Right on. Well, I guess the Beaufort County what was the Water Festival went off. Beaufort Water Festival was this weekend.
I missed that one. When was that?
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday. Okay, right on.
Yeah, guess it was big time. Dragon boats, the whole thing.
Oh wow, wow.
You'd be
I don't get out much anymore, bro.
You'd be a good dragon boat guy.
Oh yeah. I'd have to go do some rowing at Planet Fitness and everything, but yeah.
This is more of a fun thing. It's a charitable operation.
Okay.
So my wife did it one year. And
is it only once a year? Or?
Yeah, well, they travel around, right?
Oh, okay.
They travel all over. But
yeah,
it's
July
once a year.
16th through the 25th, right?
Yeah.
Wow, this looks amazing. I'm sorry I missed it.
Well, I just hope we can continue to have it. I mean, from the looks of
concert
it,
and everything.
Savannah's shutting down now. They want everybody to mask up.
Yeah, well, if that foretells our future, I mean,
I just hope this doesn't spread like wildfire. I mean, I really am praying that it doesn't.
I know the mask guys we talked to back a couple of months ago, they'll be fired up about it, though.
Oh, so. Yeah, here they come. They're probably making signs right now.
Yeah,
they're making
they're very dedicated.
Signs, right? You never know. I mean, I was real disappointed in the mayor of Hilton Head Island. Guy makes it a misdemeanor crime. Makes it an actual crime.
You get a lot of visitors too. They don't know which way is up or down.
Well, I don't think that they're going to get any play from law enforcement. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to get arrested for not
get a
wearing
warning
a mask.
at least.
Yeah, I would just say, do you have, a bandana or something you could put on? I mean, that's what they're not, advocating any certain item. I mean, you see people with gaiters on their face. I mean, what good is that?
Right.
Yeah. Right. Guys smoking a cigar through the thing. I'm like, oh, this is nuts. And then you want our kids to wear these, I mean, my kids are long grown up, but I mean, if I had like an 8, 9, like your little one, I mean,
my daughter's 6.
I'd be sweating, man. I'd be like,
believe me, if they like, my wife was saying, if like the kids that don't have the COVID, well, first of all, these kids can't get the COVID shot because they're not of age,
right?
But if like certain kids are going to wear the mask or not wear the mask, what about bullying there? Some parents are really extreme with this mask wearing or not with the mask wearing.
Yeah.
So you don't know if there's going to be arguments, going to be fights, or, you don't know which teachers are going to demand that, hey, I'm wearing a mask. So all my students need to wear a mask,
right?
And vice versa, so it's a fine line. You don't know really what to do.
So if you get an A if you wear a mask, and
that's another thing too. I don't know. I mean, we don't know how it's going to work, and if they want to make it mandatory for kids that under the age of 13 to get it, my kid's coming out of school. So.
Right, just homeschool again.
Yeah, that's not happening. I'm just going to have to sacrifice, and somebody else is going to have to teach her math, but I can teach her the rest.
Right. That's what I would do.
And there's going to be a lot of parents that are going to do that, because this is the thing. If they make it mandatory for these kids that are younger than 13, then the kids will get pointed out that don't have the shot. They'll have to wear a mask.
Right.
And you don't know what's going to happen then. And with the door knocking too, they're going to start pinpointing the houses out that refuse the shot. So.
And now you're getting the idea. It's like 1984, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
and they'll just have a mark. It's like the sex offenders. You'll have the COVID effect. You'll be able to go on a website and see who doesn't have the shot.
Oh wow. Yeah, that would be sad if that happened. I'm sure that's what they're leaning towards. The information I read in the Wall Street Journal last week was that Biden is
sleeping.
Well, and I don't want to pick on him. I am kind of pity him, but
yeah.
He's tired of the nice guy routine with the mask and the vaccines, and now he's going to start putting the pressure on to make sure people get vaccinated. I mean, there's advocates in the Democratic Party right now that want to go out and forcibly give shots. Like
you can't do that.
Pick people up, take them in, shoot them with the stuff. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do that. If that happens, I don't know when.
You can't do that.
Fly out of the country.
We are no longer a free country if that's the case.
Right. Exactly.
We take pride in being free and patriotic. And, I see. I don't personally care whether you get the shot or not. I don't care.
Right.
I take care of my family. I focus on my family.
Right.
That's number one in my life.
As you should.
Don't worry about. I'm not going to babysit everybody in this country or Beaufort County and make sure they're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. It doesn't matter.
Or out them because they.
Yeah, I'm not tattletale.
Yeah.
I'm not the hall monitor down the street. I don't.
Well, that's what they're encouraging people to tell on their neighbors. They didn't get the shot.
Okay.
We got a big controversy going on.
I'm not sitting next to you, am I?
Right.
I don't want to hang out with you anyway. Right?
I don't even like you.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with that. I don't hang out with a lot of people. I hang out with my wife and my daughter and my mom and dad that live on the island.
Right. And me.
Yeah, of course, you. Yeah. And the Zapster.
I'm your buddy. That's right. The Zapster.
I don't even go to the gym anymore. I just work out at home.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you get that DDP yoga, man.
Yeah, feel the bang every day, man. Feel the bang.
That's it. That'll play.
I did it this morning.
I go to eFit. That's where
eFit's
I'm
great.
at.
eFit's great.
I go to eFit. Tomorrow I got Slaughterhouse tomorrow, and Jay's got me.
Oh, yeah?
personal training day tomorrow, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Well, you got to do it. The older we get, the harder it is to stay trim.
Tell me about it.
And, a lot of health issues arise, right? You got to go to the doctor all the time for this, that, or this. And the best thing you can do is exercise. At least you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know where that's coming from. It's driving me crazy, though. Is that
I hear it.
any of your connections?
I hear it in here. It goes away from time to time.
I don't know. It's crazy. There it goes.
Okay. I didn't touch it. I'm not even touching it.
There you go. It's not blaming on Brad.
No. It's my fault. I'm used to it.
Hey, just had the rent's going up for us too, by the way. I'm sorry to say.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. But Lance has been a great guy, great landlord. He let me dress up the inside of the place from a white box. So
it looks much better, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy with that. So, and
let's do the whole. Let's
the
do
rent's,
all of them.
the rent's reasonable, and yeah, let's do it all. Okay, I'll get you to supplies.
Put a disco ball hanging from the. You do that?
Oh, there you go. There you go. That'll really lighten up the show, right? I don't know what else is new. Let's see what's happening in the Low Country, and I like the Island Pravda. That's one of my favorite newspapers.
What's the latest?
Latest and greatest. They got the big mass stuff from Savannah, of course. New Commodore comes aboard Beaufort Water Festival. That's huge. Multiple overnight car thefts on Hilton Head Resort results in one being detained. Say, that's what we're talking about.
Which Hilton Head Resort?
I think it was PD, Palmetto Dunes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
I think. I don't know. I didn't read the full article. Another shooting at the Hilton Head apartment complex.
Yeah, well.
We used to live on Hilton Head for a couple of years. And we just, I'd had it with.
I remember saying that. Yeah.
What the petty crime was ridiculous. I was like, come on. People breaking into my car. Smashing a window and taking the change out of my thing.
Taking your change.
Or we had these interns from England that were working for the Marriott. Well, they would rouse about, get hammered at the pool. They stumble back, and they would punch cars.
It's not the movies that hurts.
They were
punch car windows.
No, actually dented my brand new car. I was like, oh, this is nuts. I got to get out of here. So we left them.
Yeah, they got to stop drinking.
They do. They do, absolutely.
Drinking in the pool it's not a good mix.
It's like at the beach. You can guarantee that drinking at the beach isn't the best for you either.
At least you got a lifeguard there.
The sun pounded down on you. You're done. You're done, lad.
Yeah, I remember back in my early 20s, we used to go to Panama City because that was the biggest place to go, right? And we'd be funneling it. We'd have the beer in the funnel.
How do you drink a funnel of beer?
You pop the top, and you just pour it in the funnel. And you could drink about probably about 6 beers in 3 minutes if you really wanted to, at least 5 minutes. It's been so long ago, I can't remember. But
wow.
It was yeah. I think I think it's this mic, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Once I touched it again, it fixed itself.
And we'll look at it at the break.
I'll keep touching it.
Coming up in a break here pretty quick. So
you never did that? You never funneled beer?
Never.
Let's go to the beach and do it.
No, I don't drink it. I'm clean. I'm a recovered
funnel some
kind of guy.
I don't want to do that either, to be honest. I'd fall asleep after the first one.
Okay, here's a little note for you. For those that are cheerleaders about all the undocumented people coming across our southern border, more than 300 illegal immigrant sex offenders have been arrested by ICE in operations down at the southern border. So, did you know this? Talking about vaccinations, they offer these people that come across that they, do a 30-minute interview with, and then they send them on their way.
They interview the people they're vaccinating?
No, the
I was fixing the
undocumented
mic.
people that come across the border,
Mhm.
that they're caught.
Oh, okay.
The other ones that are not caught are still coming in, whether they like it or not. So they offer them the COVID shot. 30% have said, no, thank you. It just kept going.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they can't mandate
No.
it. They can't hold them down.
We're the land of the free.
So, I mean, how about that? So they may be carriers of the COVID virus.
Welcome to our country.
Yeah, welcome to our country. How great is that, huh? I just read that this morning. I thought, wow, that's a choice now.
I mean, whatever happened to getting your green card and everything? I mean, that must have went out the window.
I thought that was a pretty neat way to do things. I mean, by the book.
Yeah, you think?
I mean, everybody else did.
Rules,
I mean,
rules.
Ellis Island people had to do the wait lines, had
Yeah.
to, take tests, practical tests, the whole bit.
Forget about it.
Not anymore. It's
Free for all.
it is a free for all, unfortunately. I mean,
They should just
over
change
a
that.
million
That rule needs to be changed.
listen, over 1 million people immigrate to this country legally every year. 1 million.
They must be ticked off.
I mean, that's a lot of people going through a lot of hoops. And then just they have like, 500,000 at a crack.
Yeah.
In many different forms, shapes, and fashions. I mean, these women are coming up here with, being raped, tortured, kids, the same thing. I mean, it's a sad deal.
It's not a safe road.
No.
For the most part. I mean, and granted, people that are illegal that come into the country, when I worked as a firefighter, I saw many people that were not citizens, and they worked their asses off.
Yeah.
And they provided for their family, but but there is a lot of bad.
If I put myself in their place and think that,
right.
I mean, they coming out of a real crappy environment. I mean, I say real crappy, I could use a lot colorful terms. You know what I'm talking about, folks.
Yeah.
And I thought the only way that I can get going and something better for my family is to get on that train and try to get to the United States. I mean, I would do the same thing. I cannot be angry at the people themselves for wanting to come here to save their families' lives, because they're living in squalor.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So, I pray for them constantly. That's all we can do, as far as I'm concerned. There's nothing. I can't go down there and hand out water or anything like that. I mean, they get enough Border Patrol guys doing that, changing diapers, feeding kids, and you end up. These coyotes are bringing all these people in, drugs,
There's
guns.
just got to be a limit, though, because it's just, from what I'm hearing, it's not. It's just a mess.
Well, that's what I mean. It's chaos city. I mean, even when we were operating under Trump's administration, and he had the turn back Mexico deal going, where they would have to cycle back. Mexico would have to take care of them, and then they could file up through the normal channels.
Yep.
And I mean, nobody was ripping kids away from their family and all this. Nobody does that in a
civilized
country. Come on. But and cages. You see pictures now of what's going on down there. There are cages where our kids are sleeping on top of each other with adults. I mean, it's, they get a space blanket.
Yeah, that's not good.
An MRE to eat. I mean, how crazy can you be? But I don't have all the answers, that's for sure. But
it's not an easy fix either.
But letting people just come in by droves is not the answer to this thing. We have to have some semblance of order. I mean, even if we, like you say, streamline this situation, a lot of these people come up, they don't have any paperwork at all. We don't even know who you are.
Right.
Right. What are you going to do? Listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Maria Walls is going to join us. Looking forward to that. Get your questions ready. You can call us at 1-843-800-1492. I'm Al Flowers, Brad Storm.
Oh, yeah.
Maria Wells is next. We'll be right back.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of TalkOne Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
Are you tired of market losses and fees associated with the stock market? Would you like to be able to watch your money grow without the risk of any losses? Successful Seniors can help you secure your retirement income. There are no monopolies on good ideas, and in today's financial environment, it is important to get a second opinion and find out what prudent and informed investors are doing with their money. Call toll-free 833-814-0115 or email Doug at dougfair1@msn.com for a no-cost appointment.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. You'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
Hello, everybody. Jimmy here at Underground Burritos, your restaurant-inspired, taste-delivered, ready-to-heat meat burrito company. Also got them great, hot and ready. Hey, we moved locations this year over on May River Road, right here in the heart of Old Town Bluffton. Come give us a shout. Come pick up some great burritos. And hey, guys, look, we're teaming up with TalkOne Radio to bring you a great new radio show called Restaurant Talk. Look forward to hearing from you. Stop by. Have a great day.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The only conservative talk radio where you are more important than the host. TalkOne Radio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we are back. TalkOne Radio, TalkOne Radio Network. We're here till 9 o'clock, folks, so get your calls in 1-843-800-1492. Brad Storm, Big Al Flowers.
When it rains, it pours, baby.
It's the stormy VO guy. My favorite.
Thank you. You're my favorite, too.
That's it, buddy. Here we go. It's a mutual cheerleading squad we have.
Yeah, I was a cheerleader at University of Georgia. Right?
I know.
Go team, go.
Go dogs. Okay, take it easy.
Bow wow.
Hey, listen, folks, we really are graced with a special guest today. Maria Walls, Beaufort County Treasurer, is in the studio with us today. She was really good, put up with a half hour of our banter, but we're ready to bring her in. Maria, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. What's been new at the county treasurer's office?
Oh, goodness. There is always something going on at the treasurer's office. Our building's reopened just a few weeks, a few months ago. Time is going by so quickly, isn't it? And the summer is almost over.
It's unbelievable, too.
Yeah, it is. It is. So new at the treasurer's office. So we implemented the use of kiosks, and you guys were talking about in your banter earlier about replacing employees with machines. And before I say anything else, I have the greatest employees on the planet. I'm just never going to say any different. They're an amazing team, and I'm so honored to work with them. And I can tell you that we're evaluating that because I've already talked with them about it.
Right.
We have a responsibility to serve a lot of customers in a very short period of time. A year seems like a long time, but we cycle through every tax bill, more than 375,000 now.
Wow.
Every year. And that's not including any delinquent bills we're talking about, any special accounts that a customer needs, has a unique situation. So we cycle through a lot of work in a very short period of time.
Wow.
And we're a growing county.
And how many people do you have in the team?
When we are fully staffed, because very similar to some of the businesses listening this evening, it is a challenge to hire capable people. So when we're fully staffed, we'll be at 36, including myself.
Wow.
That's that. And are there any kind of mid-level frontline managers between you and those 36?
Oh, yeah, of course. So we have our office is split up into different teams. We have the operations team. So that is going to be the team members who our customers are interacting with the most. Our staff that are answering the phones, answering the emails.
The front lines.
The front lines.
Yeah,
Yes, they are. They're on the front lines of all that work. And then we have our delinquency team, and as their name indicates, they focus on pursuing the delinquent accounts and running the programs that we use to pursue those delinquent accounts. And then we have our accounting team because we need to record all of this activity to the general ledger and keep track of the data, monitor that, and report to the different tax entities in Beaufort County. I have to imagine that there's some listeners tonight who are new to Beaufort County, and with South Carolina is a little unique from other treasurers that I've spoken with throughout the country in that we collect all the property taxes for all of the governments within Beaufort County's geographical area. Whereas some areas like upstate New York, the treasurer there does not do that. Each town has their own tax bill and their own, and then once they do their collections, it's fed upwards towards the county. So it's in Beaufort County, it's different, especially if you're a new resident.
Wow. That's typically how do people pay their taxes?
Well, we've all experienced a lot of anomalies over the past 18 months.
with Dogecoin.
Yeah, right.
Dogecoin.
Oh my goodness. So before spring of last year, the majority of people would pay by the mail,
right,
or they would come to the office. Now, we were growing in the proportion of customers who were using My Beaufort County, which is our online tax payment system. So that was growing, but it was nowhere near the majority. And then, of course, the pandemic started, the buildings were closed to in-person services, and people, we adjust. All of us, we've all made adjustments in our life over the past 18 months.
Time.
Yeah.
It did. It took a lot of time.
But we didn't skip a beat. We already had all of the capabilities right there to continue serving our customers. We had already had telecommuting employees, not all employees, but we had a good bit of our staff telecommuting. So we were familiar with that form of management because it is different to manage someone you see face to face versus someone who's not in front of you all the time.
Was it on Zoom? I mean, did you guys use Zoom? Or?
Zoom, and now we use Microsoft Teams.
Okay, Microsoft Teams, yep.
And phone calls and emails, and we
you were ahead of the game.
No, I mean, we were. I do not want to ever say that I saw this coming because I didn't. Right. But I have the type of approach to this role in that my job isn't to just fix problems. We shouldn't have any problems. And when they occur, we're obviously going to address them. But I view my role as the leader of my team to look to tomorrow. What is tomorrow going to need? And our primary driver for getting My Beaufort County was we are growing. And the residents here should not want us to have enough staff for every person to come in and pay a bill. It'd just be so inefficient. I'm never going to tell someone how they need to pay. We will accept cash.
Well, too, you got to think too, a lot of younger residents here, a lot of the millennials, they don't want to talk to other people. They rather just pay online and get it done.
Yeah.
And that's going to keep growing.
Agreed. And we need to invest there now because if it's not a technology that is working for them and user friendly when they do go to use it, they're not going to come back.
Right.
Or they're going to complain about it. And I don't want, first of all, no one enjoys paying taxes.
Right.
So we really do try and work to make it as simple and as easy as possible. And because we already had that in place, I mean, boom, the building's closed. We just transitioned right over. And so now almost all of the payments are made online and the majority are. Secondary would be mail-in payments. Now the building's reopened. It's been interesting to see which customers are continuing to use an online payment method that maybe they never did before versus come into the office.
Right. That's great. And the delinquency? How are we? Are we better than we were last year, or is it worse this year because of COVID?
So last year was our highest collection rate ever and the lowest number of properties with that auctioned at the tax sale, which is phenomenal.
That is great.
It's phenomenal.
That's great.
And this year, we did have a little bit of a delay on the tax bills, so that shortened our collection window by a couple months. So we are over 95% or 95.9% collections.
That's great.
Overall. Right now, it's a little behind last year, but from all the data we're looking at, we're attributing that to missing 2 months of efforts. The time period is shortened. We would have normally had 12 and now it'll be around 9.5.
Yeah. That's, I know the last time we talked, I was asking you if you had any provisions for time payments for people that are in arrears.
Yes.
Is that any movement in that area? Or?
So we do not yet have the ability to accept installment payments on delinquent accounts, but we do have an installment program to pay ahead of time. So kind of like a Christmas program at the store or something, where you put a little money away at the time, and then with our office, and when you get the bill is created, let's say in October, we'll take all of those payments and apply them to your account, and then we'll send you a bill for the difference or a refund for the difference. What was super great that we started last year and we continued this year is we made the installment program more flexible. You literally can pay us whatever amount you want to at whatever time you want, as long in leading up to when the bill is due.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, because sometimes, the way the law was originally written, it was very strict. It had to be 1/6 of the bill that was due the previous year. And if you missed a payment, you had to be removed from the program. There were all these crazy rules. And if we needed anything over the past 18 months, it was flexibility.
Right. Relief.
We created an installment program. We got the buy-in from County Council Chairman Joe Passman and permission from the state, and we made it happen. And then interestingly enough, the state legislature passed a bill that allows us to do that. So, so now we don't need special permission anymore. It's going to be a permanent thing.
Yeah, good. Well, I hope you do, pursue that, the payments in arrears, setting these people up on some type of payment accounts, because some just need a little bit of time and
Yes.
spread it out. They don't want to be delinquent.
Of course.
When I collected for the IRS, we used, collection information statements, and we sat down with the people and we said, okay, the movie tickets are out. You can't go to Aruba. We're just redlining this stuff and saying, and coming up with a viable payment schedule. At least we're getting something.
Absolutely. Well, so to that point, I'm not familiar with the IRS's processes, but we were permitted to auction the property. And aside from there being a state law prohibiting us from taking a partial payment outside of the installment program, we would not be able to pursue that delinquency process while we still held someone's money. That just wouldn't be right. So there would need to be something activated in the state legislature to address that.
I see. Well, that's too big for me. I don't have the I'm lucky to have the time to run this program and keep myself on my hind legs.
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Now, can they set that up online as well?
Absolutely. Okay. So they can go to BeaufortCountyTreasurer.com. You do have to, I say apply, but you just fill out a form. It's really simple. Right. It's just communicating, hey, I want to be in the program. Start sending me a bill.
Okay.
And don't forget to sign up for e-billing, because then we send you nothing by the post office and you just get a nice email.
Saving the trees.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. What's your background, Maria? I know you're a CPA.
Yeah.
So where did you find the passion to connect the dots with?
Oh my gosh.
Serving people. I like that.
I didn't. I think God just put people in my life to direct me towards this path that really has let me hone my skill set that I had no desire to work in the treasurer's office.
You've
outgrown that.
It only
chose me. I didn't choose it. Right?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I am a certified public accountant, and my professional background is in public accounting. I was an auditor, and I did tax returns, and I hated income tax returns. So I feel for you that you were at the IRS. Oh my God, I couldn't stand it. So unfortunately, I was part of a round of layoffs some years back. And so I was looking for another public accounting job, and everywhere I was interviewing was in Savannah, which would be fine, but it was kind of a long drive. And I was used to just kind of being here in Beaufort County. And I did a long drive, a long commute at my job when I was in New Jersey. So that I really wasn't looking to do that. And I had a friend who kept telling me, you need to apply for a job with the new treasurer. He's amazing. You would love him. I just kept telling her, no, I am not. And I just would say to her, I'm not a government employee stereotype. That's not who I am. I cannot work somewhere where I'm not going to get anything done. I'm not built that way. I'll drive you nuts, or I will drive myself nuts. We need to accomplish things that are productive.
Right. Yeah.
And I just didn't view government in that way. And God bless her, she just kept telling me, Maria, you need to talk to him. He thinks the same way you do. So I applied, right? It can't hurt.
Yeah,
I'll meet him.
Right. You never know.
So he called me for an interview, and I went and met with him, and I don't even remember how long it was. And we couldn't have been more different. He's a guy, I'm a gal. He was much older than me, never had children. At the time, I didn't have any children. And we clicked. We just clicked.
Nice.
And the last thing he said to me before I left, he's like, this was really great to meet you. But I have one more requirement that I need to tell you about. I said, okay, what's that? He said, well, you need to run for office when I don't. That was,
yeah.
I was there for a job interview. I said, well, okay, I'm going to have to talk to my husband, but when do you think you're not going to run? He goes, oh, I'm going to do at least 2 terms. And I said to him, wait, that's like 8 years. We could be dead in 8 years. I'm going to worry about that right now. You know what? I walked out of there, and I called my husband. I said, this is where I'm going to work. I'm I am there, hands down, no question in my mind. This is where I was meant to be.
Awesome. And we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, what's on the future for Maria Walls?
Oh man, well, I'm up for re-election next year, so in advance of that, I definitely appreciate all your listeners' support next year. And we're just chugging right along. We're seeing growth in our county that is just unbelievable. And with that, there's always good and bad. But from our perspective, I need to make sure I have a team equipped to serve everyone.
You're already looking ahead.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny. It's so funny. We always say this year's over. We're working on next year.
Yeah.
And we need to be prepared for that. Unlike a business that, hey, if I don't have the staff, maybe you don't pursue that project or bid on that job. I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
These payments and this volume's coming whether I like it or not.
Yep.
So in September, we will be replacing our existing website structure. Our existing site, it's 8 years old. What it was built on is being decommissioned. It's no longer going to be operational. So we had to replace it. Well, why not take this opportunity to think innovatively about how we're serving? How can we make the site and the structure better so that customers aren't feeling like they need to email or they need to call? And it's not that we don't want to serve them. We absolutely do. But we also don't want to have a staff of 40 or 50. And we also don't want our customers having to do that. Government should be easy and accessible when you need that.
Yeah.
So in September, we will be rolling out a brand new website that is going to have an entire help center geared specifically towards our customers with a chat feature.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
A chat feature and a inquiry monitoring system. So I'm not like a big government tech sort of person, but don't you hate calling with an issue or emailing with an issue and having to tell someone 50 times what your problem is?
Absolutely.
Or wait on hold.
Oh my God, exactly. So what this will allow is once you inquire, it follows your phone number, your email that you put in. So anybody from my team who contacts you, they're going to see what you submitted the first time.
Perfect.
It'll be an all-encompassing help center where you can get the questions you need at your fingertips. But if you need personalized help, we're going to be there right in the middle of that.
Do you foresee a little mini call center or?
We already have that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we do. And actually, we might be the only department in the county that has, we call it a contact center, but a call center where we have staff 100% dedicated to the phones. And when we're evaluating how much time we're spending on the phones, is I'm hoping we're tracking that we see a drop, right? With the implementation of the new website, because people are finding what they need. We spend almost 400 hours a month on the phone.
Whew.
We get thousands of phone calls a month.
Wow.
Yeah. So we definitely needed and need a call center.
Yeah, for sure.
With the new website, I mean, with the old website, what was the old things with the website that you got rid of? I mean, as far as, was there anything in particular, or just adding the new features to the new?
No, you know what, really, it's more of a restructuring. So it's the same, we're implementing or incorporating the same features. One of the things I'm a big proponent of is transparency. And my job is to collect. You should be able to see without asking me how I'm doing my job. So there is a lot of data on our current site that we make available so people don't have to ask for it.
Okay.
Our tax bill lookup. But
it's easy to find.
Easy to find, exactly. So we're not taking away services. We're just kind of reorganizing them so that they're more accessible and user-friendly.
Got it.
So if you don't need to know our internal jargon to find what you need.
And a 70-year-old could go on there and figure out how to find what they need.
Yes. And all of the help center is structured around questions that a customer my team has been keeping track of what questions are asked for a really long time.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. It is a help center and it'll be categorized based on the questions that a customer might ask.
That's great.
Instead of how I want to display the information, it's more customer focused.
And a way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier before we went on air about the expansion that's happening in Beaufort County.
Yes.
That is going to be, it's really explosive in the next 5 to 8 years, I imagine.
So, I did a presentation for a committee on the school board earlier this week, and I started off by telling them there's nothing I'm going to tell you that you didn't already know. So this little spoiler alert. But when you see the numbers, it's shocking to see what they are, because you drive around Beaufort County, all of Beaufort County, Bluffton, Hilton Head to a certain extent, Beaufort, Ladies Island. We are growing, but you are limited in what you can see. Your perception is limited by only what you see. We know there's houses being built and cars driving around, but how much is that really? And just since last year, so going from 2020, because that's the tax year we're in currently, to 2019, we have increased by almost 20,000 accounts. It doesn't mean 20,000 people.
Right.
You might have a new house and 2 cars and a boat. I mean, that's 4 accounts for one person. But I look at my work volume based on the number of accounts, not the number of people.
Sure.
We're growing by leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds.
Wow. Wow.
You got to stay ahead of the game, because I mean, you being in charge of all the personnel, it's got to run like a machine.
Absolutely, and it does. And it's probably something you won't hear an elected official say very frequently, but I could be gone tomorrow. I have an obligation to the people who elected me to make sure that I'm delivering to them a team that can perform outstandingly for them, regardless of what happens to me.
Right.
And that's exactly what we have.
And that's the way it should stay in this county, folks. So in November, when you go to the polls, vote for it to remain the same. Don't vote for, county council to take over these 2 slots. And for appointments, they've got enough on their plate. Let's just elect the people that we know can do the job and care. Right.
Yeah.
So that's my pitch for November. I know that you got a whole nother year on your slate yet, and I'm sure you're not even looking at that.
And see, it's interesting. I have 1 year. So next year I'd be up for reelection, but countywide elected officials are sworn in on a fiscal year. Okay. So I actually have 2 years left in my term.
Oh, all right.
But would be up for reelection in November of 2022. So if that ballot measure that would change the form of government, if that were to pass, now it failed miserably the last time it was on the ballot.
Right.
But if it were to pass in November, then there would be no election for the treasurer's position next year.
Yeah. And that would be a sad day for this county, because, I can just see, as Wild West as this county council is, it's the old boys network. I mean, you can just look at the administrator right now. Double his pay. You got people getting $10,000 pay raises by handshake deals. I mean, you can go on and on. It's crazy.
And with the growth of the county, you got to be on top of your game and got to have somebody that's confident in what they can do.
We got the right quarterback on the team right now. Let's not screw it up.
I think the voters, and I'm a voter myself, the choice is making these offices as bureaucratic. So whatever you think of county government as it is right now, whether that's very bureaucratic or not, what they're asking you is, do you want to make the treasurer's office just as bureaucratic?
Right.
I mean, you don't even have to answer that question. I mean, it speaks for itself. Joe Passman's job's up for he's up for re-election, right?
I
think he is. I think he is. It'd have to be a Sun Cityite that would run against him. I don't have the time, nor the money, nor the temperament to work with people like that. I'll tell you who really disappointed me on the council. And this is aside. This has nothing to do with the Maria Walls. This is my observation. Is Alice on that on the county council? Hanson, I believe her name is. I could not believe she didn't stand up while these women were being treated the way that they were, and just absolutely, plant her right foot down on the ground and say enough and speak up. I just couldn't believe it. And Alice, I'm sure you're a nice person, but you're kind of disappointed me. For someone that's in a leadership position, I would expect a lot more. That's it. Let's go on with another treasurer question, please.
Where'd you go to college?
I graduated from Rider University in Lawrenceville, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you grew up in New Jersey, huh?
Yes.
I don't know where Bridgewater is in relation to where you lived, but I lived there for a year.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That was where my first office was in public accounting.
Oh,
was in Bridgewater, right near the mall.
I think
is that
there.
northern Jersey?
You could argue whether it's northern or central, but yes.
I spent a year or so on Brigantine Island doing some contract work out there. That was a cool place.
Yeah.
Still is.
I've never been there.
Place. Oh yeah, it's like a throwback. It was like when I lived there. It was like being in the late '60s.
Super cute. Yeah.
I
There's
mean,
so many great seaside towns at,
Yeah.
New Jersey is a very diverse state, just like South Carolina.
And it's a lot of fun. I mean, people think of Jersey and they think of Newark.
Yeah, what you can see from Manhattan. Yeah. And it's not, and it's funny, the area I grew up in was very rural. I mean, it's the Garden State for a reason. There's not everything is what you can see from Manhattan. And it was very rural, very historic. And, I loved growing up there. I am so glad I'm here though too.
When you're a kid, wintertime, when it's snowing like that, it was something to see, but
yeah,
it's nice. Winters are much better here.
Yes,
what
they
do you
are.
like to do for fun outside of working?
Oh my gosh. What do you like? Well, I have 4 children.
Okay, that keeps you busy.
And yeah, it does keep me busy. They're really amazing, and I have an amazing husband. And so we spend a lot of time on the boat.
Okay,
so on the weekends, we're typically at one sandbar or another and enjoying some fun. And I really love to read.
My wife loves to read. Yeah, she's writing a book. She's written.
No way,
she's
really?
written 3 books right now. Yeah, to date. I'm trying to motivate her to get them published.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Today is a pretty easy thing to get published.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she was always worried about what people thought, and I was like, hey, you know what? Who cares?
Yeah.
Just put it out there, and then you're gonna find out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if you don't, you'll never know.
Right. And she's raring to go. So I'm very proud of her.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm a
what are they
voiceover
about?
artist, so I can teach her how to do the voiceover for her books. So
what are they about?
I wish I could tell you. I don't even know. That's on her. I mean, I just let her do her thing.
I did some writing for Bello. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
Bello. It's a writer depository. So you write a short story and then you put it in there, and if they like it, they publish it out to many different sources, magazines, and all over the place. So I got one story that it was reflective of my upbringing. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, you just gotta let things set them out there in the ocean and see what happens.
Yeah, be creative.
Yeah.
Some, you need to work at the IRS. You need to exercise that creative side.
I only did that for about 3 years. Then I moved on to I worked as an air traffic controller with the FAA. So. Wow. So that's why I'm so stable,
Methodical.
Methodical.
Right. You've been watching the Olympics at all?
No.
Nobody has really.
No, I haven't.
No.
I we've been watching Life Below Zero.
What is that?
Oh my gosh, it's such a good show.
Yeah,
it's on Disney.
Like Alaska Bush People?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Like okay.
And I like sending quotes that I find to my team. And there's a dad. There's a family that they feature as part of the show.
Yeah.
And he just says the best stuff. And I'll tell my husband, rewind it, hurry up, because I can't type that fast on my phone. The things he says, but it's a really cool show.
Is that Helgo or
not Kovic. Norwick.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's the only guy with kids.
Yeah. Where he's got his 2 little kids. He's got the big cabin that he's up in Alaska, right?
Yeah.
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 And he's trying to teach his family
How to survive.
Yeah.
well that and
How to hunt
traditional
and fish and,
yeah.
I think my dad
He's a
watches the
tribal.
show.
He's
Yeah.
he's Native Alaskan, and he's from a tribe of Native Alaskans up there. He wants to keep his history going.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately, especially with music. And I just watched one on Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. Because when I was a kid, I watched Lucille
oh my
Ball.
gosh,
My mom
she
loved
was
Lucille
so
Ball.
funny.
She was such a workaholic, though, they said.
Mm.
And I watched one on Michael Landon, too. And you think Michael Landon's this really fantastic person. And he wasn't in real life.
No, he's a drinking juicer.
Well, no, he cheated on his wife, and he had too
Yeah.
many kids he didn't pay attention to, and so forth and so on.
That's
But
too bad.
he's highway to heaven now.
Well, it's called acting for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There you
I think the
go.
older I get, though, I like to
There
watch
you go.
real stories.
Yeah.
Or,
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I spend a lot of
fantasy
time.
land is just doesn't do it for me anymore.
I spend a lot of time learning about stuff.
Because you realize everybody has problems. Everybody goes through tough
Mhm.
times, and it's just to see them battling through it. That's the key.
Because it gives you hope.
Yeah.
I mean, and I am a strong believer that if you're faced with a problem, one, you're going to have a problem of some sort. That's just life.
Yeah,
We're
right.
always going to have a problem.
Right.
But you can choose whether it's going to make you stronger and better or if it's going to defeat you. And so I think,
And what's the point?
yeah, I
You
mean,
know? What's the point of living if you're defeated?
correct.
How old are your kids? You got are they all little bambinos or?
So we have a little range going. Our youngest is 3 and our oldest is 9.
Oh, well,
Okay.
that's a good spread.
Yeah.
It's dynamite.
Yeah. That's why I say my predecessor, Mr. Henderson, was just amazing. That poor man.
Well, he
Yeah.
put you right into breach, right? He put you right into breach. He said,
Yeah, he did. And yeah, oh God, he was just so funny. He was so funny. He joked, well, I'll let you have the day off to have the baby, but you gotta come back. And so then
One day,
yeah,
okay.
right. I said, okay, well, where's the playpen? You better get it set up. I mean, I'm so proud to be a working mom, and I get to talk to my kids about the things I get to do, especially our daughter. And I mean, if they ask them, say, we know we have to grow up and get a job and pay taxes. I say, yep.
That's great.
That is
That's
life.
great. Well, they ought to be proud of their mom, and I'm
Definitely.
sure they are, as well as your husband is probably a great guy because you two are joined together for a reason. So,
Yep, absolutely.
and that's absolutely awesome. So we can expect to have you running again, or are you going to move up the ladder?
Oh no, I will be running again
Again,
next year for treasurer. I love this job.
You love what you're doing.
I love
That's
what
awesome.
I do. It is an honor, it's a responsibility, and sometimes it's a little stressful.
Sure.
But I have this incredible opportunity to do something that no one enjoys engaging with. I'm a tax collector. I mean, there's been
Right.
unpopular things written about tax collectors for
Yeah.
thousands of years.
Trust me, I know.
And I get to do it in an innovative way and in a way that
Yeah.
surprises people. And, it doesn't mean that everyone is always happy with their result. I mean,
Right.
because we have to pursue delinquent balances and handle other things that aren't always pleasant. But my team and I pride ourselves on doing it with kindness and innovation and
Mhm.
enthusiasm because we really are proud and happy to be here.
It's great.
That's great. It is
I'll
great.
tell you, the whole county is blessed to have you, and your whole team. I'm sure, good service is a reflection of leadership. So take that with you wherever you go, because you certainly are a jewel here.
Thank you. I've been
Well,
telling my team lately that your leadership, the quality of your leadership will be reflected in the quality of your communication.
Right.
So you're either leading a team or you're leading a conversation or you're leading a problem and the solving of it, whatever it is, we're all leaders. And how good of a leader you are.
That's
is gonna be
great
the
because
quality of your communication.
Is there any way that people that work for you can find their way on an upward mobile track?
So the majority of our internal hiring, any promotions are done internally.
Yeah.
We're very big on preparing people for the next step.
Right on.
I don't want people to work for me forever. And I'll
Right.
tell them that the first time I ever meet them.
Yeah.
I'm prepared for you to be here about 2 years and leave. I'm prepared for my entire team to walk out within the next 2 years. I mean,
Right.
because statistically, millennials are the majority of the workforce, growing
Mhm.
majority. And their average time at one employer is only a couple years. So if I structure our operations around longevity, we're going to fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have procedures for everything. We're a very well-oiled machine, and we have a great culture.
That's
We-
And
awesome.
you don't micromanage, it sounds like, either. So
Oh no, I would die. No.
yeah. Are you doing your job?
Oh my! I mean, it's not possible
That's great.
because there's too much to get
Trust
done.
in your team.
Correct. And you can't have a great culture on your team
No.
unless there is mutual trust, and not just trust in me, but trust in each other. That
Mhm.
if you're overloaded, you can come to me, whether I'm your supervisor or a peer, a subordinate, whatever, and know that we're going to work together. They know there isn't anything I wouldn't do for them.
That's great.
I mean, I've worked through the night to help, literally just a few months ago, to help relieve a team member because they weren't going to get it done. It was just too much for them.
Right.
And in those instances, it's hard, but you get an
Mhm.
opportunity to show them that you mean the things you say.
That a way.
Yeah.
That a way to go. I mean, hey, you could lead an army.
I feel like I do sometimes.
You care about your people, your morale stays high, and they'll fight for you to the end.
Absolutely. If I could just share one thing,
Sure.
because I could probably stay here for an entire session just talking about leadership. And a few years ago, we got onto this path of emphasizing culture and leadership. I was watching an interview with Jocko Willink. If you don't know who he is, he's a United States Navy SEAL, incredible guy.
Right on.
And he and this other Navy SEAL, Leif Babin, wrote a book called Extreme Ownership. I thought, wow, sounds like really interesting.
Mhm.
Ordered it on Amazon, reading it. And so it's after Christmas, and I reached out to my leadership team and I said, you know what? I got you a present. It's a late Christmas present. So what is it? I said, got you this book. If you want to know what crappy leaders we are, we're going to all read this book together because it was just so eye-opening. You're not taught that in school, what ownership is and leadership. It's not valued as highly as it should be, or emphasized as much as it should be in our culture sometimes, in our schools, or just in life in general.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, oh man, you have to dial back that ego when you read that book.
Yeah.
But it's totally transformed the kind of person I am and the kind of leader I've become, because I'm a person who's going to invest in my people.
So what's the name of that book again for everybody?
Extreme Ownership: How Navy SEALs Fight and Win. And there is a follow-up book called Dichotomy of Leadership, but
it has an audio book as well.
Yes, it does. And Jocko Willink has a podcast. It's also really great.
He's really good.
Really, really great.
Yeah, there's 18,000 reviews on this
spare
book.
the F-bombs.
Yeah, you know what? You just gotta glaze over them. Just add some spice to the content.
Go check this book out at the local library.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
get it on Hoopla.
Yeah, Hoopla. Exactly.
Really, really great.
Another great thing that Beaufort County did for the
at the library
residents.
Mm-hmm.
Bluffton Library is going through some renovations right now. They should be done by October, I believe. So I'm excited about that. My daughter loves going to the library.
And there are still books there, by the way.
Yeah, we go there.
That you can check out physically.
We go there at least once a week.
I love it.
Awesome.
Maria, thank you for being here.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. And
don't be a stranger.
Yeah.
If you got something new that's happening with the Treasury office.
Awesome. Well, maybe once we get closer to the tax, I'll come back, give you guys an update, let you know how we're doing collections wise. Website will be live, get some feedback. It'd be great.
Sure. We'd love to
looking forward to the new website.
Thanks so much. And if people need to contact your office, they can go to what website and the phone number?
Great. So they're going to go to BeaufortCountyTreasurer.com if they have questions or need information. But if they want to sign up for e-billing, it saves us a lot of money on postage.
Yep.
Sign up for e-billing or pay online, they'll go to mybufordcounty.com.
Mhm.
And if they need to talk to us at any time, they can call 843-255-2600.
Awesome. Thanks, Maria. You've
Thank
been a
you.
real treat.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you again soon. We'll be right back, folks. You're listening to TalkOne Radio.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of TalkOne Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
Are you tired of market losses and fees associated with the stock market? Would you like to be able to watch your money grow without the risk of any losses? Successful seniors can help you secure your retirement income. There are no monopolies on good ideas, and in today's financial environment, it is important to get a second opinion and find out what prudent and informed investors are doing with their money. Call toll-free 833-814-0115 or email Doug at dougfair1@msn.com for a no-cost appointment.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. You'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
Hello, everybody. Jimmy here at Underground Burritos, your restaurant-inspired, taste-delivered, ready-to-heat meat burrito company. Also got them great, hot and ready. Hey, we moved locations this year over on May River Road, right here in the heart of Old Town Bluffton. Come give us a shout. Come pick up some great burritos. And hey, guys, look, we're teaming up with TalkOne Radio to bring you a great new radio show called Restaurant Talk. Look forward to hearing from you. Stop by. Have a great day.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The only conservative talk radio where you are more important than the host. TalkOne Radio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
and I pressed the wrong button. I thought I had the right buttons on there. Yeah. You know what? Hey, I'm back. And we're back. And TalkOne Radio is where it's at. Give us a call, 843-800-1492. I was just warming up before we actually get on. But you know what, Al? It's been great coming back here in the co-pilot seat.
You are back, sir.
I am. Did you hear about that? I just read it. Aaron Rodgers.
What about him?
Looks like they're working out a contract with him to go back to Green Bay. Knew that was going to happen the whole time. But
that goes into the I don't care.
There was no shock value on that one.
Yeah, that goes into the I don't care bin for me. I could care less about the NFL.
Did you watch any fights over the weekend?
I watched.
It was free. It was free.
Yeah,
it was
I
on
watched
TV.
the Dillashaw fight.
Yeah, did you think he won?
No, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Did you see his head?
His face looked like a plate of spaghetti.
He was covering his eye like he had a wicked cut.
Oh yeah, he said he ripped it open in training.
And the guy, his opponent, was like, "Well, I didn't get hurt during this fight." Sandhagen.
Yeah.
And he didn't get hurt.
No, he was not hurt at all.
No,
never.
And he's like, I'm a little bit confused on this. I don't understand.
Billy Bear couldn't take him down.
No, he couldn't take him down.
He trapped him against the fence. I don't know. Judges giving points for that now.
Yeah, but it's like he would go for the takedown, but the dude would just get right back up.
All right.
And he really did some damage. I didn't get to see the first round because I really didn't think it was on regular TV. I thought it was going to be on pay-per-view or ESPN Plus or whatever, but it was on.
It was
on
like,
holy
regular
crap.
TV. I was digging it when I saw it. I didn't see the prelims to that.
I just wish they do more of that, like the old days. Like they put all the
Friday night fights or Saturday night fights.
I miss I used to watch boxing a lot back then. Remember the reality boxing show that had it wasn't Stallone, was it?
No.
There was a reality show. It had, who the heck did it have as the host? I can't remember, but it was a good one. It was the late 2000s.
It was like the Real Joes or something like that.
I can't
remember that show, the Real Joes.
I remember that one.
Joe, it's something about that.
I gotta look this up.
But I don't know. I'm still vibrating from the great interview that Maria Walls gave us. Hey, folks, I'm telling you, this woman is a diamond in the rough, as far as I'm concerned. Forward thinking, gets the job done quickly, efficiently. She has our best interest in mind at all times. And honest, I was sitting here looking right at her, and I'm telling you, she's as honest as a day is long. And
she's passionate about her job too.
Absolutely.
It's not for everyone, but she really likes it, and she wants to make a difference, and she understands where people are coming from financially. And she's like, at the end of the day, you got to collect the money, but we're here to help you out.
Right.
It was called The Contender. It did have Sylvester Stallone and Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray.
Yeah. Back in 2005. That was a good one.
Yeah, I used to watch boxing quite a bit too.
I don't know a lot of the players in boxing anymore, but
I don't either. I mean, I have no idea. The next UFC fight ought to be good. It's got a couple super heavyweights involved. These big giant human beings that pound the living daylights out of each other. How about the Olympics, man?
How about it? Has a
trampolining?
Trampolining going on?
I don't know. They have a heat wave over in Tokyo, pushing the temps into the 90s.
I saw a meme today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's the suckiest job at the Olympics?
What would that be?
Being a lifeguard at the Olympics. Being the lifeguard. You see the lifeguard who's like,
he's just doing nothing. But listen, these temperatures are in the 90s with the humidity level being about 98%. The organizers have to reschedule the matches and push events to the early morning or dusk to avoid the scorching sun. I mean, somebody's, telling stories here about how the weather was supposed to be the beach volleyball arena. Organizers had to start hosing down the sand.
Oh, they're burning their feet.
They're burning their feet.
Oh, geez.
So I look, this whole Olympic thing is completely jumped the shark in my book. Almost as bad as the NFL in my book. I mean, wrap it up, throw it out, forget
They should have just waited. I mean, the whole part of the Olympics, it's just like pro wrestling.
Right.
If you don't have fans there, it just sucks. And with the Olympics, you need the fans there. The people need to be able to
nobody
see.
in the stands.
It's crickets chirping
Right.
for these, superior athletes.
I watched the opening tennis. A couple good players, female players. No one in the stands. No one.
It's crickets.
And the girl I was cheering for was from Germany, Mona Bartel, and she gets smashed 6-1, 6-0. See you later.
Well, you can't win them all.
Yeah, no. Well, pro sports, it's a sport. Number one, it's a game. It's same with these the baseball.
What do you think about these college
hockey.
Athletes making bank now? They're also,
That's fine with me.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either.
They might stick around longer.
Yeah. Well, I doubt if they will, because once
But if they're making all that money already, what does it matter?
they want more.
Oh yeah, that's true. But
if you want bottle service, you got to have plenty of cash.
Yeah.
You want to go to Vegas in a
all
private
the alumni
jets,
are going to be broke paying all these players.
That's it. Stop going to these shows. And listen, folks, NFL people, fans, listen, if you're going to stand for the Black National Anthem, whatever that is, wherever that came from, never heard of it until Black Lives Matter, a Marxist organization, brought it up. You're going to stand on your tippy toes for that and sit down for the national anthem. You deserve to pay for your private seat license, your PSL. I hope they double it. And I hope you continue to pay $200 a seat to watch numbskulls.
$200 a seat. That's cheap.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking. I'm trying to get a middle ground.
No, my buddy was going to buy tickets to the Chicago Bears game, nosebleed, $800.
Who were they playing?
Who the hell knows? I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
$800 for a nosebleed?
I would not pay that. I'm not watching the NFL anymore. Forget it. NHL I'll watch because I love hockey, and they don't have the Black National Anthem. Sorry, I'm PO'd about that to the point where I'm wiping my hands and feet of the NFL. Even though I'm a Bills fan, and I'll probably still support the Bills.
Pretty soon they're going to have 10 national anthems.
Yeah, what are you going to do then?
You're going to have the Hispanic.
How many flags are you going to have a flagpole about 150
Why is the
feet
national
high?
anthem based off a race?
Brad, those are all great questions. Maybe you could ask Roger Goodell. Because I just saw him on ESPN.
But then somebody would say that the American flag was based off racism from day one.
It's offensive to me. That's what they say. The American flag is offensive.
Everything's offensive.
As they stand in line to pick
Cleveland
up their
Guardians.
Yeah, there's another one. You already got me there. I mean,
what a shit name. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear, but
agreed.
I mean, can't think of anything better than that. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
They said they did a survey on all Native Americans. They didn't really give a crap about what was going on.
Exactly.
You don't see the Braves kowtowing to it yet.
They're next.
They are next. They are in the scope.
Yep. Hey, what's the Washington football team going to be called? Do we know?
Hell if I know.
The Washington football team.
There's nothing. They're going to be the Washington football team. Pretty soon, that's what they were saying. Pretty soon, the animal activists will be up in uproar about the Bears, the Falcons.
How about those Dolphins? I mean,
the Dolphins, yeah. They'll all be colors. All the teams will be colors.
And the Buccaneers, I mean, those Pirates, telling what they did to everybody.
The Patriots,
back then.
Nobody wants to be patriotic.
No, they're going to have to go. They're going to have to change their logo.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to be the Blues or something.
They're going to just have us holding a sign saying, "I'm sorry for everything."
Yeah. I can't make them all happy, but
the I'm sorries.
The I'm sorries.
The Boston I'm sorries. New England I'm sorries.
It's a crazy world, man. What's next? There's no end to that. There's no end.
Hasbro, the game makers.
No, what happened here?
They've suspended the critical race training
okay.
for all their employees.
That's good.
Says it mischaracterizes our values. Yeah, well, the whistleblower said that they.
You had to start it to realize that.
Well, they had them trapped in them. You want to be employed. People that have worked there 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
What are you going to say? No, I'm not going to go to that.
Right.
They're going to say you're fired.
Yeah.
See you later. Here's your contributions to your pension. We're not paying you a pension. And have a nice life.
I just think if you're not causing any ruckus or anything like that in the workplace, you shouldn't have to go to any kind of training for sensitivity. And people are going to get their feelings hurt at work, at school. It's going to happen. It doesn't matter what kind of training. You can have all the training you want. You got to be a little tough-skinned in this world.
You would think. We just spent some time up at Operation Patriot.
I loved it. Yeah, that was great.
FOB up in Ridgeland. And today's national security story, right from the Epoch Times, is America's veterans are killing themselves at an alarming rate. And that's exactly what OPSFOB is built around. They're trying to save the lives of their comrades and veterans, both combat and straight veterans that didn't see combat, but were exposed to many, many things dealing with trauma. They're trying to save their lives through camaraderie and through activities. So if you see or hear anything about Operation Patriots, FOB, or down in Savannah, folks, Strike Force, both near and dear to our hearts here at TalkOne Radio, please donate whatever you can to them, whether it be time, a few dollars. They go to opsfob.org, teamstriker.org.
Now, I can't remember. I mean, it's not limited to military, too. It's first responders as well.
First responders as well. I meant to say that.
PTSD is a real thing. And,
real
dealing with
deal.
anxiety, those are, getting back into the real world. It's a tough transition for many.
Right.
In the military. And this gives them an opportunity to slowly get back into a groove and to feel safe. And to feel what they felt when they were active duty.
And it's the same with the 9/11 people that were firemen and law enforcement and first responders that were involved there. If you weren't killed outright, you had to end up digging through the debris to find your partners and brothers in arms buried beneath that rubble. And I'll tell you, here's a quote from one of the vets. Now more people from my unit have committed suicide than died in combat.
Right. Yeah.
It really kind of strips your humanity and soul away. War. So folks, these young men and young ladies that we send off to, not Afghanistan anymore. They're out of there, but the Taliban will be slaughtering people left and right. But even Iraq, I see that Joe Biden says he's going to pull people out of Iraq, which is fine with me. Bring the boys home, as they say. I don't mind. We're fighting for nothing. Those people don't want us there. They could care less about us. And we're just wasting resources and lives. And they hate us, too. I mean, let's concentrate on helping out Cuba. How about that?
Help our country out, help
how about
homeless.
Right. Instead of wasting money
Nobody's helping
on people that don't even care about us. How about the people of West Virginia, Appalachia, where there's abject poverty? People are running around with 4 days of cake on them, no shoes. We have Americans, we have veterans in our streets that aren't that are homeless, that are mentally ill. We have other citizens that these tent cities that they build.
Oh yeah, and they're real people.
And they're real people.
Yeah,
they are real people.
Yeah.
And yet we ship money all over the place.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It's making me crazy, man, really. And it should make you crazy. It should make you pick up the phone or email your representative and say, what are you doing?
Right, nothing.
Stop doing this.
Nothing.
But, the lobbyists, yank them around, just like this big pharma's yanking this vaccination deal around. They're making millions and millions, billions of dollars. Off fear. Guess what? The deviant's out. We need another shot. Well, I'm done getting shots. I'm done. I got them. Done.
I didn't get one, and I'm not getting one.
There you go. That's your choice. God bless you.
And I guess if that makes me selfish, I'm sorry.
Doesn't make me, I don't think any less of you at all.
It's not like I'm going out and hanging out with any of you people that think.
Right. Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. I have a 90-year-old woman. I had to get this shot so I could be around her. With that, we're going to go to another break. We just have to take care of this. We'll be right back.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of TalkOne Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
Are you tired of market losses and fees associated with the stock market? Would you like to be able to watch your money grow without the risk of any losses? Successful seniors can help you secure your retirement income. There are no monopolies on good ideas, and in today's financial environment, it is important to get a second opinion and find out what prudent and informed investors are doing with their money. Call toll-free 833-814-0115 or email Doug at dougfair1@msn.com for a no-cost appointment.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. You'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
Hello, everybody. Jimmy here at Underground Burritos, your restaurant-inspired, taste-delivered, ready-to-heat meat burrito company. Also got them great, hot and ready. Hey, we moved locations this year over on May River Road, right here in the heart of Old Town Bluffton. Come give us a shout. Come pick up some great burritos. And hey, guys, look, we're teaming up with TalkOne Radio to bring you a great new radio show called Restaurant Talk. Look forward to hearing from you. Stop by. Have a great day.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The only conservative talk radio where you are more important than the host. Talk One Radio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we are back here, Talk One Radio, TalkOneRadio.com. Here I'm Brad Storm, and I'm the punch this day and this evening right in the face. And you know what? We're going to talk about some awesome businesses, awesome people here at the Vineyard, Assisted Living and Memory Care, 25 Cassidy Drive. Guess what? They're offering a half off community fees if you mention Talk One Radio. That's right. Vineyard Assisted Living. Say, hey, I listen to Talk One Radio. You get half off your community fee. It's a no-brainer. Off 25 Cassidy Drive, you got to call Lindsay, 843-258-4207. Once again, 843-258-4207. And hey, you want to get fit? You need to go to eFit.
Amen.
You get a 7-day free pass. That's right. Belfair Town Village. There's so much going on at eFit. I know Al loves eFit.
I do.
I love eFit as well. Modern cardio. You got the state-of-the-art, electronic, up-to-date cardio machines. You have a little key. You put it on the machine. It knows what you've done the week before. So you go in there. You get to play with the video game. There's a little video game action going on. They have small group classes, so you're not too nervous being around a large group. They got small group personal training to get your one-on-one focused training going. Strength training, personal training, and senior fitness. You can't beat it. And this 7-day free pass, what are they got to do? They got to mention Talk One Radio as well?
That's it.
That's right. You mentioned
Might
Talk
get a
One
little
Radio.
something.
7 days to get jacked. You're going to love it.
There you go. And that
Jay McCoog.
Jay McCoog. What's the number over there?
Oh, the number. That's beautiful to give, too. It's 843-707-9771. 843-707-9771. Get fit. Get eFit.
There you go. Well said, my friend. Well said. Thank you very much for those reads. On a serious note, both those places are number one with us. Absolutely. And hey, I want to just mention, give a shout out to my good friend Jimmy Souls, who should be wrapping up his time, if not already wrapped up.
Wrap up a burrito
at Underground Burritos. His pal Chapo is
Chapo,
the mascot. He was down in Kansas City. Haven't heard from him. Kansas City, Missouri, I believe. And he was in the Founder's House. It's a apprentice-like setup where they get a bunch of entrepreneurs together and they all battle for, I don't know, cash prize, I believe.
Oh, it's like the Shark Tank deal?
Yeah, it's sort of like The Apprentice where they have to...
You're fired!
I don't know if they do that. I'm gonna get the full pull from Jimmy Souls. Remember, he's got the greatest burritos on the planet. They taste great. They're made fresh. They last a long time if you freeze them. Bingo! You buy a box, you get 7 for about $46. You can't feed a family.
You have a big party, some kind of a big event. You know, it's summertime. You know, everybody's out gathered around. It's a good place to go get a box of burritos.
Couple of them, and then just cut them in half and set them out. There, you covered dinner, put the chips out with the guac. Bingo. You can get all that stuff right there at Underground Burrito, by the way.
Yeah. You're watching the Olympics or whatever you're doing sports-wise. I mean,
right.
It's good food. Great taste.
That's it. Restaurant inspired. Taste delivered.
Yeah.
So I hope he's doing fine. I like Jimmy Souls quite a bit. He's a good friend of the station, and he does the restaurant talk with us when he can. He's been so busy that they've had to close the commercial business just to make burritos for the wholesale business.
Wow. What? Really?
Yeah. So they're looking for help over there, folks. So if you got a young person that's a senior kind of scratching his head and tired of playing video games, send them over to
Good luck finding one of those.
Yeah, right. Right. He gets tired of eating your food and sitting around your house.
I'm going to be a video game champion.
Yeah, of course I am.
Esports, here I come. ESPN
2. Whoever told these kids that.
They're making bank.
Yeah, come on.
Some of them are.
Well, they're staying up 18 hours a day, too.
They're drinking monsters, like 10 monsters a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Red Bull never tasted so good.
I must keep playing games.
Right.
They eat a lot of burritos, too, from a lot of them I've seen.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Run to the border or the bathroom, one or the other.
That's indeed. Don't run to the border. I hear there's a big traffic jam on down there. It's all moving one way too. Northbound. I don't know. I have empathy for the people that are escaping a terrible life.
Yeah.
I really do, but there's a proper way to do things. So we can't just come like a tsunami of human life and just, this is not the way it should be done. Let's get orderly about it so we know who you are. I mean, if you think back to Ellis Island, nobody got off the island unless they were completely vetted out and deloused. I mean, they did the whole spiel. They did the whole shebang. Read about it. But if you think that, that's just a trickle on the legal way to get into this country, 1 million, and that's an early estimate too.
Mm-hmm.
It goes up and down. Over 1 million people a year are allowed into this country under one form or another.
Wow. Yeah.
Whether it's on green card status, visa status, I mean, that are allowed to come and stay in this country and then develop themselves into a naturalized citizen. How tough is that? I mean, it's the same with this ring-a-ding-ding that you're listening to from mainstream media and the Democrats about how Republicans want to restrict voting. They're increasing the opportunities. Read the stuff that they put out, will you? Just don't trust what Nancy Pelosi says or Chuck Schumer or for Shifty Schiff. Those people are patented liars. They would say anything. And they do every 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, restricting voters for dead people.
I guess they're making it tougher for dead people to vote. So that's oppressing the vote. I don't understand this. In Delaware, Joe Biden's home state has more restrictive voting laws on the books right now than the new Georgia voting law. Go figure. Nobody's saying jack.
Nobody cares.
Nobody really cares. All they want to do is
look at me.
Biden won. Well, it's looking not so much like that with these forensic audits. Not so much. If it was so safe, everything was so tidy and in place, then why would you have a problem even, doing the forensic audit? You would just say, go ahead, do it. It's like if a cop pulls me over and says, I want to search your car, I'd say, sure.
Right. I have nothing to
I
hide.
got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
I would, it's going to be 25 minutes of your time. That's fine. I'll stand over here. Where do you want me to stand? I don't care. Search away.
Check my laptop. Oh, no big deal.
I'm let's not go crazy.
No, I'm talking about Biden. Jr.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hillary Clinton. Here's Hillary.
What difference at this point does it make?
You know what she was saying in response to that when she says this?
What difference at this point does it make?
She was being pressed about this Benghazi. And when they were pointing out to her that
what difference at this point does it make?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of impacts.
What difference does it make?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother her. Her and Obama and the rest of the team sat in their little, situation room and watch the whole thing unfold. I wonder if they watched the ambassador getting dragged through the city with nothing but a shirt on.
Hey, was it you that said, "Where's Bill" lately? I mean, somebody said, I think I was listening to something.
Oh, Bill Clinton.
Yeah, where's he been lately?
Yeah, right. He's probably in the bunker somewhere. They probably have both Hillary and him. Well, Hillary's been out and about.
Yeah, I hadn't seen her lately.
Yeah, she's looking like
AOC still barking.
Hillary Clinton looks like death eating a cracker. I mean, she's
needs to go
brutal.
to EFIT.
She needs to go to EFIT. She needs a lot more than that. Trust me on that. But folks, come on. The door knockers for the vaccine. Joe's going to get tougher on you. I'm telling you. Is that coming
here, by the way?
I don't know. I hope not. I don't think they'll let them in our place. But even if they do, if they flash and go with their little government IDs, I'm going to kick them straight off the porch. Get off my property right now.
Where does HIPAA law come into play with this? I mean, as far as
they'll make waivers to that. They don't care about that.
Forget your privacy.
Listen, they go in with this premise. These Democrats think that you, me,
we're all wrong.
Well, right. We're all a bunch of idiots. We're all a bunch of drooling, dopes.
We don't know what's good for ourselves.
Yeah. Well, that's why they refer to flyover country and rubes and all that, These people in the rural areas don't know where Kinko's is. There is no Kinko's, Kamala. Just a tip. It's a pro tip.
You can get all that stuff at Kinko's done at home now, too.
Right. Kinko's is out of business. They were bought up by FedEx, and FedEx shed them like, I think they sold them to Office Max for about 30 cents on a dollar.
Office Max.
But I mean, you get Kamala that has no idea what she's talking about.
The guy from WWE?
Kamala, yeah.
I'm messing with you. Sorry.
No, I know that's okay. I know who you're talking about. The great Kamala.
Kamala used to pat his belly. He died of diabetes, I believe.
That's a go figure.
Rest in peace, my friend.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah,
go figure.
We talked about Mr. Wonderful passed away. And,
Paul Orndorff.
Yeah.
Tough break for the wrestlers. They don't.
The 80s ones.
Well, they don't take care of themselves. They never did. I mean,
Ted DiBiase did. You look at. I saw a recent sit down with DDP and Jake the Snake. Holy moly! Does Jake look healthy?
Get out of here! The last time I saw him, he looked like a string bean.
Healthy.
Wow.
He's off the alcohol and everything.
Right.
Wow. People can really turn it around.
No kidding.
If you have the eye of the tiger or the eye of the snake.
Eye of the Jake.
Yeah, but anyway, go about Kamala. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. You took me so far off that.
I mean, change the subject.
DiBiase and
change the subject.
Jake the Snake.
They got ring announcer auditions for WWE. I got to film mine tomorrow.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm going to put a text on. It's on TikTok. I don't even know how the hell you use TikTok. So I had to do some research on TikTok. And
nice.
I'm doing it. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? They fly you out to Vegas in August.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
For the actual ring announcement?
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to you compete against somebody else.
Oh, I see.
I don't even care. If I ended up there, even if I lost, I'd be like, I made it. I'm good.
So who am I going to get to sit in that chair then? You're going to have to come in on the secondary, man. I'll send you a melon link.
They want a youngin. They probably want a young.
No, you're a young guy in your 40s.
Female, probably. So
who knows?
Who knows? But if you don't try, you never know.
All right.
So got me on TikTok. I didn't want to get on TikTok.
Well, I mentioned it's like any other platform, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's a lot of videos on there. You can get sucked in. It's like Vine. Vine back in the day, if you remember Vine. I think that's where Jake and Logan Paul started off.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Vine was short videos. A lot of people lip syncing, a lot of girls dancing around like on Instagram they do. And, a lot of people being about themselves and trying to show. I haven't really dug into it too deep, but
I'm still trying to figure out Instagram, and The only way you can post there, I think, is by video, right?
Right. And you can repost. There's an app that there's apps you can repost other people's stuff. Like if you posted something, I have an app called Repost, and I can just copy the link, post it in that app, and then I can type in whatever, and it'll show your username in one of the four corners of the post. So
Oh, okay.
I'll teach you that.
Yeah, I need to learn.
You can't really put links on Instagram. I mean, you can put hashtags, stuff like that. Right. I don't know. Sometimes
what do you think? What would hashtags? What good are they?
Well, hashtags, like if it's a voiceover video, I mean, people that they hashtag voiceover, you can follow the hashtags. So people that are following certain hashtags like entrepreneur, talk radio,
right.
that will show up on their feed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. So if you're targeting the right people with your hashtags,
right?
Those people see it and they want to follow you, whatever.
Nice.
I try to, I post the same, like if I post a piece of content, I post it across the board. I don't know how well alignable is. I mean, I had a girl want me to vote for her that lives, I guess, on the island or whatever.
Yeah, a photographer.
I don't know you. Well, why am I going to vote for you?
Yeah, photographer.
I think so. Yeah. Does he do the same thing for you? Yeah. It's like
I think she just bombed a carpet bomb. Alignable to me is the only good thing that came out of Alignable is I met Stan Lewis.
I think you meet a lot of local businesses.
But he's from Dallas. But
because I had a guy he was pitching to me right off the get-go the other day, and I was like, to be honest, I said, all the web companies are wanting to evaluate my business, whatever. I said, just trying to sell me stuff. I mean, you don't see me trying to sell you voiceover work. I mean, I don't mind learning more about your stuff, but I don't want to meet with you. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of your time. I'm not spending any money with you.
Right.
But they gave me some free stuff, and I'm going to check it out.
Well, I mean, sometimes you would like to, in this case,
warm me up a little bit before you bang it right in there.
Take it easy.
I'm just saying, that's what I feel. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
By some of the best.
Well, I mean, you have to build some relationships.
Yeah, you can't just right there.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
No, I agree with you. I agree.
I always unfollow all those people that initially, hey, I was like, hey, you want me to follow your YouTube page or you want me to subscribe to it? Subscribe to mine. We'll call it even.
Yeah.
And I had a guy do that today. I was like, I don't mind.
Right. I'd like to just ask people that are listening to, if they would just follow us, give us a like and a share, or
share with
subscribe.
The world. Subscribe, like, follow,
that would be cool. If you did that, it doesn't cost you anything to do that. And it would help us out a little bit.
Look up TalkOne Radio.
We appreciate it.
Do you have the links on the website, right?
Say again?
If I go to the website, I can look to see where I can follow you on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just go on talkoneradio.com. I guess scroll all the way to the bottom.
Yeah,
is that where it's at?
Where it's at.
And just click on all those and follow, subscribe.
Click on that, or if you're watching on Facebook, just hit subscribe and like and whatever else.
Share with the world.
Share, yeah. Click us out there. I mean, we've got some really good news about, our nationwide spread. We're 282,000 now, just last week.
That's beautiful.
And that is a beautiful thing. 198,000 on the television views. And those are full views, by the way. So people are watching us. People are listening to us. We're glad to have you aboard.
Figured I'd wave to them.
Yeah. And we appreciate every one of you listeners and people that are watching us on God Family Country TV. It's our pleasure, believe me. As conservatives, I just want to reiterate again that this is a conservative radio station that listens. If you want to talk to us, 1-843-800-1492. Anytime we're live, we're getting ready to jet out of here tonight. But we'll always be available for you. And we're not cantankerous. We want to listen to you. If you give us salty, we're going to give it to you right back. So you might as well just get used to that. We're not a pushover. We're not somebody's punching bag. And we're not a racist, bigoted, homophobic operation here. We'd like to listen to what you have to say. So the welcome mat is always open. That's all I'm saying. Because I think we can grow together, not just as conservatives or liberals or progressives or alt-rights.
Human beings.
Americans.
Exactly.
We are Americans, regardless of color, creed.
Just like Hulk Hogan's music. I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man.
There you go.
You know?
I like that too. All right, folks, listen, we'll be back on Wednesday. Brad, Storm, Al Flowers will be here. I think we have
you got a guess?
Yeah, we have maybe Major Bromwich in. I'm not sure.
All right.
I'm not sure. I have to check that out. Or no, we have Dr. Davina Smith, I think, is coming in.
All right, Dr. Davina.
Yeah, she's a real nice lady.
I'm looking forward
right here
to
from
it.
Savannah. So
Perfect.
we shall see you on Wednesday. Thank you for listening. Be careful, be kind to each other, and we'll see you back on Wednesday night.
As the day sets on another slice of heaven, we hope you've enjoyed the show. We look forward to you joining us again on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. live. We're never far away. Just call 843-800-1492 during the show and visit our website at www.talkoneradio.com to share your comments. We'll be back sooner than you know, so tell your friends and family to find their voice on the Low Country's finest talk radio show, Talk One Radio.